I'll be calling you a radical, real important video. Stay with me. I'm so disgusted. When we get a place that's so socially engineered into a cattle chute that they refuse to protect their own children. They refuse. I mean, I'm trying to freaking call attention to this epidemic, and I deal with these people. Their children are dying of AML right here in Utah. Oh my God, the salmon collapse, whatever. God's will, this shot on a Sunday morning. Tim shall thou mayest. I'll get into that whole thesis, but first to this catastrophe. Okay, this is the smoking gun of Fukushima. It's simple, either you give a fuck or you don't give a fuck. So, that's returning Chinook salmon. We don't count dead tide pools, Kevin Blanche does. We don't count dead children dying of AML leukemia epidemic, Kevin Blanche does. Fucking walking the coast of California, freaking Oregon, freaking while I'm dying of cancer. Hey, look at the dead tide pools. They're dumping nuclear fallout into the Pacific Ocean. So, as I talk about this, I just talked to my friend that runs this market, the fish market, who I go way back with. And he says, God, did you call this? And I says, you know, this morning early, he says, you know, I started thinking about everything you've been saying the whole time, then it finally hit me. This guy's right, it's the ocean. He says, now we can't get halibut. And I says, yeah, I told you before, as the smolts were dying, the little fries in the Pacific Ocean, they're falling down. The bottom feeders were still okay, but now that's over. He says, there's no salmon. He says, oh my God, the Pacific. I says, hello, Fukushima. And they're like, so we count salmon. We count every, because they all come home. Every single last one of them that's alive. This has not been going on for years. Bonneville, 2015, Chinook salmon returns. You can see the number. Okay? They go to sea for 5 years. Those are the escapement in 2010. So, 2016, projections of 1.7 million. That's what they came in at. My projection's right on the money. I project 680,000. 27, this is by number, not by weight. They're sucked up. 2017, 288,000 or 488,000. Projections of 2.1 million. Oh, aberration, the trend ain't your friend. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're puzzled, they're stumped, they don't give a shit. So, what is the number today? Projections of 2.3, 2.5 million this year, based on escapement. We haven't even broke 300,000, and the run's pretty well over. What? You heard me right, we're at 299,000. Oh my God. That's by weight, by number. It's beyond a catastrophe, it's beyond heartbreaking. You don't care. No one seems to give a shit. Yeah, my little grandsons freaking, they don't care. They don't care. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. I am blown away. So, to this nightmare. So, stillhead. Let's get to the stillhead. Think it's better? It's 2011. 2012. Oh, it's way worse. Stillhead. They're on a shorter life cycle. They're on a 3-year life cycle. They're on the verge of extinction. Idaho's still fishing for them. So I'm going to talk. I've never been so disgusted. You know, as there's a major epidemic of AML leukemia. I want to talk about my multiple myeloma, which is a death sentence. I want to talk about this, my fight. I want to talk about, let me get my fishing pole and soup can. I have never been so appalled in my life. I try to support. Look, LDS, Fimbo Peterson comes from Denmark, the cutting edge Danish philosophy doctor that I'm lucky enough to get in. He's bolted. He's so pissed off there. He says, you can't deal with him. He's in Idaho. So in Utah, they have been socially engineered into a cattle chute so dynamic that they're willing to kill themselves. Great Salt Lake going dry. Tide pools are completely dead. Salmon had collapsed. Now we have an acute child AML. Now think about this. When you refuse, parents refuse to defend their own children, how do you deal with that socially? How do you handle that? I mean, I want to ask our whole crowd, how do I handle that? I mean, I've tried everything. So I'm in there dying, and Fimbo's like, we need a support group. You know, I'll do it. Brian Morse is the only other one. We'll do it. We'll do it. We volunteered to do it. So we set up, 85% of people that go into that unit don't come out. I mean, this is AML. This is not juvenile leukemia. This is AML. It is a death sentence. AML de novo, like I had, is like 99% death sentence. I mean, I did it without a bone marrow. There's only 2 of us. I hear a rumor there's a 3rd one. I'll find out at light the night. It'll be 7 years to the day. That's a hallowed ceremony because we have a survival thing and we circle. And you know, with your wife, oh, beyond emotional. People that had bone marrow transplant, most of them are in the 3rd, and then, you know, there's me in that circle. Anybody who survived this disease, so the children are getting it, breaking out in a major epidemic AML. So I'm at the event yesterday, the own parents. I'm like, hello, you do know that AML, the only known cause is nuclear fallout, benzene, freaking, that's it, that's it. It's, when I got leukemia AML, I had to fill out a packet that deep by the United States government. HIPAA laws protect the poisoners, the killers, the politicians protect, and every single Utah politician has nothing but blood on their hands because, why? Because I've gone to them, right here. Every single one, you can look it up. The only other person that even got into any politics, I went to Bernie Sanders, I went to freaking Donald Trump, I went to Mike Lee, right here. Oh, my dad was a downwind. What about Fukushima? Rob Bishop, what about Fukushima? Governor Herbert multiple times, what about Fukushima? You know, every single politician in Utah, because I've got up in their face and I've asked them. In the early days, the whole time, the only other person hitting me with a gun got in Oregon. And Foster says, I mean, you show up, you can't even, Wyden won't talk to me. Now, I can prove, I've been classified. Wyden's even told office time. Wyden used to go back and forth with me. You know, Barbara Boxer's in the early days. I mean, this historic fight, I'm screaming and yelling from day one. Look, this is going to collapse, it's going to kill the Pacific Ocean. Don't you think that's a big story, the death of the Pacific? Oh my God, what have we done? But here in Utah, so I'm the support group up there at the top of LDS, whatever, and their caseworkers over there. I'll tell the story, it's heartbreaking, beyond heartbreaking. There's a young girl from BYU, school teacher, comes in and she's in her 30s. You know, I'm like, she's like, oh, come by, you know, God's will. And I'm like, Tim Shell, thou mayest. You know, this whole Christian thesis that you're supposed to have blonde hair, blue eyes laid down. No, Jesus with the whip, Jesus fought back. What is my definition of organized religion? Generational arrogance. I mean, you've social engineered. I mean, this is not Christianity. You call it Christianity. I'm an evangelical. Jesus died so I could be rich, freaking born again, freaking Joel Osteen. The more, I mean, that's the opposite. It's satanic as hell. You know, he fought back with the whip, Christianity, all for face, defend. You don't defend your own children. The freaking judgment of salmon. You know, divide it up. What's the matter with you people? They won't defend their own children. What am I supposed to do? So I'm in there and I tell this young woman, her mama comes to me and she says, well, you know, in the case where you really scared her, I says, good, they need to be scared. And the doctors are like, get them fired up, Kevin, get them fired. I would never believe this when I got leukemia. I watched my father fight to the bitter end. I've watched people fight, you know, some of the girls in there, they'll fight to 70 pounds at the bitter end. I mean, this is a destiny. This is not juvenile leukemia. This is AML in children. A major epidemic breaking loose, yet the whole parents won't defend. Oh, it's God, it's my child. But I see it over and over and over. I'm like, don't you freaking know that San Onofre generators parked here? Governor Herbert out. They're burning nuclear waste at Mitt Romney. He owns Grassy Mountain. Stair cycle right there. That's Mitt Romney, Bain Capital. He's not from here. Mike, it leaves me speechless. So, it scares me, blah, blah. And I says, no, she needs to be scared. No, I put it in God's will, blah, blah. No. You know, it's like Jen right here with the center. Come on, come hike with me. Come juice with me. Come through my routine. Come there. At Fimbo, and the doctors are like, yeah, come on. Hang with Kevin. Do what he's doing. This is a miracle. I mean, he's showing the path. He's showing the light. You know, come on. Let's hike. Let's freaking juice. Let's freaking fight back. Come on. No, she's doing good. No, you too. Every single person that I was in there with, they're all dead. Every last one. Brian's not. He fought back. Allison, that cute young girl, she's fight back in 10. She's not dead. I mean, I only know a handful, and oh, they're exactly like me to a T. I mean, to a T. I'm a 1%er. The common denominator's fighting back against the people that fucking did it. They won't. Their own, when they won't even fight their own children. So I'm at Light the Night this year, and you know, there's a really powerful mourning. People mourn there. It's really hollow. I mean, it's heartbreaking. So she's pulling a wagon with the kids and the family over there, and I'm like, because they try to keep us separated. They didn't even tell me Carla had died because HIPAA laws are, I mean, it's bullshit, these fucking laws. You can't even put it in the OB how your child died. Oh, it's everybody's business. So PhDs like me and research can fuck get to the bottom. I have to backdoor all this. Fuck, you're going along with the winning team to kill your own kids? So I see her and I'm like, there's a picture. 30-year daughter. I'm like, oh no. I see she's got a survivor balloon, the mama. Oh no. So I walk up to her. Remember me? She's all standoffish. Me. She's like, no. Huh. I'll tell you how bad it is. I'm like, oh no. Well, I remember you. God's will. We're going to heaven. Got a fucking AK-47 to fucking kill my best friend. Fucking socially engineered. How the fuck do I fight back on this? I mean, I predicted the entire fucking collapse of the Pacific Ocean, the whole fucking thing. I'm so on my own, it's destroyed my fucking life. Look, people don't know AML leukemia. They say, oh, you must be cured. Mike Lee kicked me off Medicaid when Mike Lee got $600,000. I got no public assistance. The state attacked me. University attacked me. I mean, I'm walking the coast of California dying, shriveled up to nothing. I'm sleeping on park benches, traveling all over the world with no fucking money. Fucking, I mean, I had fucking 33,000 shares of Tesla stock when I got shares. Think about that one right there. I mean, $10 million. It was worth fucking almost $1 million. I had to fork it over, and then they kicked me off Medicaid. They cut me loose early in the fucking bone marrow transplant because I was out of money. That's what happens to everybody. It destroys everybody. Even if you got insurance, it destroys. So the men go home and the men don't survive. Even after they beat it back, they kill themselves because they know they're financially destroyed for decades to come. They know that. I mean, they know their whole world is fucking shattered. But I've understood that. I mean, I've accepted. I did a lot of praying, a lot of meditating in there, but a lot of different faith sources. A lot of people prayed for me. You know, I made deals, not with God, with myself. I mean, I was going in and out of a coma in there. Kevin, if you get a second chance, in the name of Marshall Jensen, in the name of Carly, in the name of Paul Winchester, in the name of Molly, in the name of all these people, and Tracy, Judy, you know, all of them that passed. Our whole group, there was 45, the only one left alive. You fight for them. You fight for the people that have passed. You know, I remember when Dana, she was dying, her brother went inside the room and she shot videos, sucked up to nothing, 80 pounds, and then and shot videos in the early days. We put them up on YouTube. You know how powerful that was for her to do that? You know, a little girl from Ukraine died, you know, so many different people. So I sit, because these weaklings won't sit with their own children, with their own loved ones. I'm telling you, that's how big a coward. You know who sits with these people as they finally pass? Not the parents. When you got 6-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds that are more mature than the parents and the grandparents. That's what it is. It's immaturity. And you should hear them. They walk out. You know, as the person's dying, they'll say, oh, I can't believe this is happening to me. I can't. What? As they die, I'm like, it's not happening to you. It's happening to them. No, I've been there. I've been on it. I was going in and out of a fucking coma. It's not happening to you. It's happening to them. So I asked them, including Paul, lots of them, as they go, what do you want me to do? You know? Only the good die young. I will live your life for you. I'll finish whatever work you need to. I will do it. Just ask me. Just ask me. I will do it. You know, they always say the same thing. Kevin, you keep fighting these monsters that did this to us. Protect our children. Paul says, you fight for those. He was a steelhead salmon fishing in Idaho, born and raised in Idaho, at Arco. Kevin, fight for the salmon. Fight for the salmon. I will, which I do. I make promises to them, and I keep them. No, I don't break my promises. You know, the betrayal that's happening to me, the people that have taken advantage of my situation, my own government hired trawlers and PR firms come after me. You know, the central line hanging out of my jugular, freaking my chest split open. They're attacking me when I'm in the ICU unit last year, having my fucking aortic valve replaced. You know, my gallbladder ruptured on fucking thing. You look at the videos on my gallbladders. I mean, the trolls are out there attacking me while I'm in the ICU. That was just the shit. You know, this fight's long and lonely and hard. And people got in their head somehow that, oh, you just get it, beat back your kid. No, no, no. Tony Gwynn used it. I was born the same day as Tony Gwynn. Hey, 19, commenter number fucking 19. I'm like, God, I wish he wouldn't have said that. Scripts, the luxury of good or death. Huntsman cancer. Chemical comes the luxury of good. That's not my words. That's Fimbo and those guys' words. I come from some of the most famous doctors. I come from a family of doctors. No, Kevin, you're not going to the Mayo Clinic. I could have went to the Mayo Clinic. I'm glad I didn't. Vincent Hansen, right here. Go talk to him. Most famous song. I mean, you want to talk a true Christian? Oh no, he loved thy enemies. I mean, this guy's. He says, Kevin, I've known you since you was a kid. You're a fighter. I talked to Findable and take you. You're not going to the Mayo Clinic. You're going to that shithole. It's been under construction since I was a kid. Yeah, it's still under construction, but you're going there. He's, you know, I've told him your whole story. I had a dream, and I held on to that dream. Yeah, they would have never took me. My anti-nuclearism, because his brother and father both died. Mike Lee don't care. Barack Obama don't care. Governor Herbert, all their parents died of this disease young. When people won't defend their own children, I'm at these units. So you should hear these people. I mean, this little Courtney, well, you should just talk to the parents. I never seen such selfish fucking pricks. We'll talk about fuck. Doesn't this wake you the fuck up? And by the way, I'm a walking, talking encyclopedia. The fucking marine biologist in the desert of Utah. I mean, there's nobody on earth that has more fucking knowledge. Not because I eat, sleep, drink it, which I do. I sleep with it, literally. Literally, I sleep with it every day. I mean, total out my life, I've learned to live half a fucking life. You know, I've learned how to live with no fucking money. I've learned how to live with not thinking. I mean, I've learned how to be, you know, I've learned how to get the whip and go into the temple and fucking throw them out. You know, fight the fuck back when they won't even fight for their own children. This is the greatest story in human history. This is the greatest fucking ecological catastrophe in human, the Pacific Oceans and everything. So he tells me, Ethan over there tells me today, he says, God, you were right. He says, people are freaking out in here. We can't get on. There are none. We can't even get frozen halibut. And I says, yeah, there are none. How are you going to get it? How are you going to fish when there's no fish? They're still fishing. You know, never caught a paper fish. I'm beyond heartbroken. You know, I'm a strong person. I mean, I'm probably the only person that can handle this. Full of AML. Look, my daughter says it. He says, oh my God. Boy, Freedom Eisenhower in Austria, that great anti-nuclear, right before she died. Kevin, picked you for a reason. You never picked it, it picked you. I watched my beautiful, incredible, intense, physical father, Special Forces Marine go. I've seen so many people. I've seen way too much fucking death. We were talking about it the other day, my daughter and I. She says, I don't have any remorse for certain different fucking criminal bastards, fucking whatever, when they died. None. But people that died of leukemia, they didn't pick this. What? They didn't pick this. No, I defend them. Only the good die, you know. Because their own fucking parents won't fucking defend them. You know, when you get a religious philosophy that is so embranded, you should hear it. So I say, God's will. Tim Shelf, I'm an Old Testament kind of fucking guy. Look, I believe in all fucking religious philosophies. I believe in spirituality. I had a dream, the intuitive mind, fucking Einstein, fucking, you know, I had a dream that like, man, I had a dream. The utopic dream. And Fimbo says, that's Danish. I says, I know I'm a Danish boy. Something rotten to do, remember. He says, you hold on to that fucking dream. Walk the whole coast of California as I'm dying. Astro died on the trail. Go ask Rex. Not on the, I wasn't on the Pacific Trail. They were. I was on the fucking coast. Who can walk the coast? I mean, you wouldn't believe where I slept and what this. Spiritual, no money, shriveled up, fucking sit on the fucking, I mean, I was down to 119 pounds. Pigment out of my eyes, blisters on my fucking tongue, central line hanging out, and I'm fighting. I'm traveling all over the fucking world. People attacking me, going after me, fucking our own government hiring fucking trolls just like they did my father. In the name of the father. In the name of Mike Lee's father who died young. In the name of Governor Herbert's who died of bone transplant, didn't work. Huntsman luxury, good to death. In the name of John Huntsman's father. In the name of, you know, Barack Obama's mother. They don't care. These are sick sociopaths, and obviously no one else does. You should hear it down there. I'm like, these are children. There's the parents don't care. Well, the parents are so fucking immature, it's unbelievable. Show your child how to fucking fight. Lead the fucking way like my father did in front of me. Like, go talk to my fucking grandchildren that were born fucking the same month. Fukushima, my 2 grandsons. Go talk to them fucking, those little weak apart. Go talk to them. Oh, they defend you. I should hear it. Yeah, my daughter's like, God, yeah, they're not, no, we're not brainwashed. You know what they always say? Mike, you go talk to him. What about your grandpa? Oh, that's the world's strongest grandpa. My other grandson said yesterday, he says, that's not the world's strongest grandpa, that's the world's strongest person. And they mean it, because they've been with me right there the whole time. You know, they used to crawl up in the bed with me when they were babies, you know, and when I'm dying, just put their arms around, just hug me. You know, the children, they get it. When we start killing our own fucking children now, and we don't give a fuck, you're socially engineered into a fucking couch. You're not Christians. You're not anything. Evangelicals, Jesus, I mean, up is down, black is white. You're not. You're sick and you're evil. You're satanic. Satan has taken the fucking field. I don't know what to do at this point. When you're willing to fucking kill your own children, let your own children die for these environmental poisoners. Can it get any worse? Nope. 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 And that's where we're at. They don't care. Simple. You either give a fuck or you don't give a fuck. Thank you to everybody who supported this story. Fucking work. The fight goes on in earnest. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. Where's my can? Where's my can? Uh-oh. There it is. There it is. A couple Sunday mornings again, I was right here. Because the geese have to hide. And the deer, blue heron came, swooped in and landed right there. Like, wow. They've killed all those. What a religious philosophy. And they call themselves Christians. Satanic, devil, evil. Not just the Mormons, the evangelicals too, all of them. Kill thy neighbor, hate thy fucking neighbor, shoot thy fucking neighbor. Me, 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 me. It's all selfishness. I mean, when the 4-year-olds and the 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, I said with them, they're more mature than the parents and the grandparents. How do you deal with that? Fundraiser? It's not the answer. It's not the answer. I am the cure. Kevin Blanche. Fighting back against the people that fucking gave it. Wouldn't you think my story would show the path? I juice every day. I mean, given no chance. Don't you think people should be asking me, how'd you do this, Kevin? No, they're still telling me. That's the arrogance. They got it all figured out. No, you don't. You fight back against the fuckers. I used holistic and modern medicine. I used them both. I used them both. I used my spirituality. I used my fucking strength. I used my fight. I'll quote my father, who died of this disease. When I was a kid, Special Forces fucking Marine, nuked to death in Nevada test site. This fucking county commissioner sprays fucking Roundup all over around my fucking house, drains the fucking marsh, now he's head of the fucking DNR in Utah. How's it, with no credentials, how's that even possible? Fucking fox in charge of the fucking chickens. Kevin? Shut the fuck up, boy, and get to fucking work. You're way too pretty to have a fucking opinion. I wasn't born with these scars across my face. Fight the fuck back. Stand tuned.